And then how did you leave him?
Trussed and gagged. Not too tightly. I did want him to get away eventually.
He headed for Mullins?
About an hour later. Must have tied him tighter than I thought.
I still say we should throw him out and then hold Covington Cross until the king sees the truth.
He'll see rebellion first. Well, that's what we'll be doing. And the truth, whatever that may be, will lag somewhere far behind. No, Mullins is behind all this, and through him lies the answer.
In whatever direction the answer lies, it's bound to be costly.
I fear too costly. If he's out to extort us, we may stand a chance. But if he means to displace us, then all the money on earth will not return us to our home.
Then your new home will be with me. I heard the news when I was about to sail.
Elizabeth.
Oh, Thomas.
Does this make you feel very brave, escorting an unarmed woman around who's only half your size? I'm sure it's something you want to brag about down at the tavern.
Alexander.
Father, how could you play the Grey so false as to trick them out of their castle?
I did nothing of the sort.
I saw you here with that man. He's no more grey than I am.
Chevalier Martin is the rightful owner of Covington Cross, so says the king. He has a deed to his castle, just as I do to ours.
But I heard you say he was playing a role.
It's a figure of speech, my love. We all have roles to play in this life. I'm a baron, and he is a French nobleman come to claim his inheritance. The truth is, without my support, he would have been too cowardly to press his claim.
But it's all so unfair. You didn't have to do it.
In the name of fairness, I did. Martin is the true lord of Covington Cross. It would be grossly unfair if anyone kept him from it. You wouldn't want anyone to keep us from our castle, would you?
Where will the Greys go?
Sir Thomas is a wealthy and resourceful man. He'll be fine. Now, don't worry. Everything will be all right. I promise.
The longer that Frenchman's in Covington Cross, the more likely people are to accept the situation as it is.
You said you paid him a visit last night?
Well, I stuck my stick into the beehive to see what that would stir up, but who knows what that will yield or when.
Yes, or how angry the bees will be when they come flying out.
Let's hope they're angry enough to make a mistake. It's the only way we'll get the better of John Mullins.
Then we must devise a plan that allows us to stay close to Mullins when he does make a mistake.
There's nothing like a couple of days of hard work to build up an appetite.
You're not hungry?
I'm saving some for my father.
He can get his own portion.
No, we have to save some for supper.
I'm not hungry, do you want to finish mine?
So, how do you propose to get close to Mullins?
Through his purse, I shall attempt to buy back Covington Cross. I suspect he won't sell it, but in the meantime, let's hope our bee makes a mistake.
Brilliant.
Elizabeth, why do our conversations always end in a kiss?
Would you prefer a slap?
No, I'd prefer a kiss.
Good noon, my lords.
Elton?
My lady. Oh, Sir Thomas not be joining us then?
He's gone with Lady Elizabeth to bargain with Mullins.
The only way to bargain with someone like that is with his neck under your foot and the biggest stick you can find in your hand.
What if we haven't got a stick?
Then your luck has run out.
Samuel, that's enough of that talk. Now, if you haven't got a stick, you've got to find another way to come at him. Someone's got your goose, won't give it back. What do you do? Huh? What do you do?
You take
Grab
their
their
gander until they give it back.
But you can be certain any possible gander that he has is well fortified within his castle. How would we ever gain entry?
You're right, Cedric. He lied to me. I pretended to believe him, but I didn't. We've got to do something.
Do you really want to help? Then help us catch a gander.
A gander?
I must confess, I find this whole situation outrageous.
This is becoming deeply tiresome.
Yes, if you've come to negotiate, at least do me the courtesy of a proper bid.
You're a bold puppet, Chevalier.
And you're in no position to insult me, Sir Thomas.
Children, please.
I'm prepared to offer you £5,000 for the return of Covington Cross.
You mean purchase, don't you?
It's a pathetic offer, but at least it's headed in the right direction.
This way.
Stay and guard the horses. You stay and guard the horses. Am I going to have to beat you senseless again?
You were the one with the bloody nose.
Will you be quiet? Wow!
You make an awful lot of noise for a noble. If he'd have swung any lower, he would have cut me in two.
Then you would have been twice as annoying, if that's possible. Don't they ever give up?
Maybe they haven't had a good enough reason.
Next time we take off the helmet.
Psst. I'll stay and guard the horses.
Oh, and do something about this mess.
Right.
Come on!
The next time, you can take care of the bodies. Go.
You must admit, Sir Thomas, that Covington Cross is an uncommonly profitable estate. Sir Thomas.
Yes. I mean, no. Actually, the last few years have been very difficult. Price of wool being what it is, and added competition from the Scots. It's not the profitable business it once was. The Baron will bear me out on that, I'm sure.
This is where my father keeps all his important papers.
Do you have the key?
No.
Vegetables.
What's this?
Perfect.
It's impossible for me to offer any more than that.
You don't understand this, do you? It's not for sale.
Why did you let him speak for himself?
It's not for sale.
It's over, Sir Thomas. Covington Cross is lost. Alexandra.
Am I interrupting anything?
I'm going to make you one last final offer. One I'm sure you'll be willing to accept. You give me Covington Cross, and I'll give you £1. And you the deed to your castle. Otherwise, who knows? One day, some long-lost relative could show up to claim it.
I see now what you've been saying all along, Sir Thomas. This man is an imposter. I am, it seems, a soft touch for a hard luck story. It was the spirit of St. Martin's Day, I suppose, a time of thanks for what we have, and he seemed to have so little. I am so sorry.
Oh, Father.
Great.
Some people say a man's home is his castle. But I say a man's home is where his friends are. Be it castle or cottage. Here then is to friends.
Good friends, my lord.
Where's Cedric?
We will tell him.
Soon. Very soon.
To very good friends.
Friends.
Friends.